Hey, this is Corey Maggette with the Big Three. We have Hall of Famer, we have legend, the coach and the player, a.k.a. Allen Iverson, AI. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I ain't doing that.
Good to have you here. Wait, hold on. Bro, you too dapper.
Yeah.
With them shades on
you gotta get right.
and all that. Let me go ahead and get dapper
right.
for everybody too.
Okay.
So we on set right here.
I like that.
All right. Well, we're gonna get back to it. AI, man, it's a pleasure having you on here. Again, let's talk about the game tonight. You know, you guys lost, and Andre Owens has been kind of carrying the load. Just talk about the game tonight.
I just think at certain points of the game we got out hustled, and I always let them know that, you know what I mean. That shouldn't happen. We miss shots. Everybody miss shots. You know what I mean. But you don't supposed to get outplayed. You know what I mean. You don't supposed to let another team play harder than you. And I thought they played harder than us.
And so, like, Andre Owens is basically doing all the work. He's doing the rebounding. He's doing the scoring.
AO's been playing phenomenal.
Yes, he has.
Mike's been playing great. We just got to put it together, man. You know what I mean? We have spurts where we look real good, and then we have those points where, you know, we get out hustled, and you can't work on that. You know what I mean? That's all hard.
What's the difference from being the coach now, where you have to implement plays, and you just talk about even with the Philly days where you're the player, you have to listen to Larry Brown, you got to listen to these coaches. Now, is it different? Do you see what he was talking about as a coach back then?
Definitely.
Playing?
Definitely. It's a talent, man. It's a special talent to be a coach. You got to get all of the guys to buy into one thing. You know what I mean? You got to leave the selfishness at the door.
Overall, just watching the Big Three, is it three players in particular that you would say has been like MVP candidates for the Big Three?
Al Harrington, man, Rashad McCants, Rashad Lewis,
yes.
Lights out. It's a lot of guys, man. You know it's a great lead if you can name that many people and for MVP candidates. We got one on our team for AO, so you know every team got somebody that can make it happen on their team.
Trilogy, who's went undefeated this entire regular season. Today was the last regular season game. You know, is this a team that can be undefeated for years to come?
Definitely. With that team, it's hard to stop Al down there.
Yes.
And then you got Kenyon Martin with so much heart and play the game the right way. McCants, White. You know what I mean? They just got a lot of talent, man. And what's crazy is how they put their style together.
Yes.
And
Al said, hey, they got together. They started having dinner together. They started meeting, you know, on Sunday, having breakfast and communicating. And to play at the highest level, you got to have camaraderie on the team. Is this something that, you know, with Three's company that you can bring to get them to build this family kind of friendship and teamwork?
Obviously, it's a big-time successful blueprint, man. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't you take something from an undefeated team?
Could you explain to everybody what's the difference between 3-on-3 and 5-on-5? Because I always say, man, you can't hide in 3-on-3.
No, man. And the court is so wide open. You're not getting up and down. You know, with me, when I play, I just like to, you know, have people backpedaling and go right at their chest. It's so different because in the league, you can hide. You know what I mean? You get posted up, somebody double down, and then y'all rotate out of it. In the Big Three, you can't do it.
You can't hide. Well, I would say this, like you said, you know, for people trying to remember number 23, it's people around the entire world that know who number 3 is, who know who AI is, and really has changed the game. And you know, we were just talking before we came in here, like, you can't even walk through here because of people know who AI is, and they want to be a part of AI's, you know, his lifestyle, his vision. Like, just you kind of rejuvenated the game. Even back in the time of era when you played, just talk about it now, how even now with social media has changed.
Right.
And now people are really starting to see like who AI was as a player,
right,
because they really don't know.
Didn't get to
because
see
they really didn't get to see that.
5- and 6-year-old kids come up to me like, you AI? I'm like, man, how do you know me? You know what I mean? My dad made me watch YouTube. You know what I mean? I watch you on YouTube all the time. And it's just a great feeling. And the people that didn't get to see me play, you know, my younger son, my daughters, they get to go on YouTube and watch Daddy. You know what I mean? My older kids, you know, they came up on it. But, you know what I mean? My little girl turning 12. My son just turned 14. You know what I mean? So they didn't get to see a lot of it. They were babies. So I get a kick out of it now. Something come on TV or whatever, and they watching it. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, Dad used to be good.
Daddy used to be good. Well, hey, man, it was a pleasure having you here. But this is the Big Three coming to you with Three's Company, coach and player, but AKA you just call him the legend. There's nothing else that you could say.
Appreciate
AI,
it.
thanks for coming by. Appreciate it.
This is Allen Iverson, and you're watching Fresh Off the Court.